What's up guys, it's Lady Callista. Today we're going to be talking about Mobile Royale, and in particular we're going to be talking about rallies. So I'm going to show you guys two big things. The first one is going to be us totally failing as we are defending against a rally. And you can see here, Rogue Frank, level 25 castle, is being rallied by SGK's Junity, and myself and another player are reinforcing. Now, I will be totally honest and tell you the intricacies of the war mechanics. None of us really knew them quite yet. We were attacking, but we were attacking just trying to counter whatever we were scouting, but not really understanding how to make sure that when you're running a rally, when you're rallying or defending against a rally, that you're being as efficient as possible, because rallies in this game are based off of the number of brigades that you can either reinforce with or defend with. Not reinforce or defend, I'm sorry, reinforce with or attack with. We didn't know that, right? So at this point, we knew, we just wanted to make sure I was like helping Frank wherever I could, just letting him know, hey, if you have an attack boost, put it on, right? Because I just wasn't sure if he was ready. And we took it and we got the big L, we got burned. Now you're gonna see the first thing I do is I am making my troops fly back to me. You might ask yourselves why. The reason for that is very easy. And what am I doing? I'm taking whatever is coming back with my hero and boom, sticking that little girl in my sanctuary, because my expectation is that somebody's going to port next to me and try to solo me and try to cap my hero, right? Because that's what I would do. Now I'm also showing you this because I want you guys to know, like, this is what it's like to play at this level, right? When we're already doing full T3 rallies, or you know, even mixed rallies, because this was days and days ago, right? Like I was probably playing for like a week at this point. And you can see the battle report there. Now the really good thing is all of us still had our hospital boost, so we only got injuries, right? So nobody got deaths. To me, that's always a win. As long as you get injuries, it shouldn't even matter. I always think the battle reports shouldn't be broken out with might that way, but look at the amount of so I took 60.2k casualties. It is going to take 23 hours to heal that. So for those of you that want to join our alliance, guys, I want you to look at the reality of what it is, right? Like we're playing hard here. Like this is not like, oh, I'm just gonna send 15,000 troops. Like that's not how we're rolling. So it's a different level, right? When you're playing like this. I was trying to just figure out like what happened, right? So the first, right off the bat, I'm like, okay, so only myself and another player named Amel had reinforced, right? We had such a differentiator in the amount of troops defending, like between my defense, his defense, and Frank's defense. We only had like 318k troops versus like the 500 something k that hit us, right? So we weren't gonna be able to come out on top of there, right? And there were varying reasons for that. Frank had been fighting before. He had lost his hero because he was soloing this massive player that was coming to our guild. So, you know, our enemy at that point knew that we were weakened, right? So they picked the right time. The interesting thing to mention here, though, is even though you lose your hero, you still keep your hero stats because you have a dragon. So I might make a video on that because I find that very weird. Now, pay attention here. Now we're rallying someone. At this point, I've really been thinking hard about, you know, how does this work? Now, I mentioned the brigade thing. That hero that I just put in, that purple hero that you guys see there, that counts as one brigade, right? The thing above me, above my hero, that's another brigade. So at this point, I am sending 2 brigades. Now, the thing to understand here is the amount of troops that you're sending depends on the level of your hero. Okay, not the grade, not if it's purple or gold, but what level is he? Is he level 35, 36, 37? So check that out. I sent 2 brigades and I sent 56.9k troops. That's not bad. But if you guys pay attention, and I'm telling them here, I'm like, guys, pay attention to how many spots you're taking up, right? Because to rally someone and to defend, it depends on the number of brigades. So there's some people that had you can see there, Burn Baby, 5 brigades, 40.6k, and no shame on Burn Baby. We were all learning this as we were doing it, right? And props to everybody here, because this is the hardest thing. We're learning, and people are like, send me back. I'm figuring it out, right? Like, we're all trying to just be really, you know, putting our thinking caps, pretending we're in school. So we make sure that we're not messing up, right? That we're not taking up an unnecessary number of brigades when he can only handle so many. And if we do that, then we're not going to have enough troops. And that's what we were finding before. We're like, wait a minute, we're only sending like 200,000 troops and we're full. We're almost full. We only have 16 brigade spots. But if everyone just sends, right, it doesn't matter how many people, but if everyone just sends their very highest hero and a brigade, for example, we're probably going to be able to increase. So check that out. Army strength 203K right now, right? That's not a lot. So I'm quickly just trying to figure out, like, what exactly are we all doing? Why is this working out that way, right? And again, we're just trying to figure out how the game works, and this is where it gets really complicated. If this were Lures Mobile, somebody would be saying, hey, I'm going to just send, you know, an infantry cav attack, send me like 50-50 split, right? Or 20-40 and 20. Like something super easy, right? Like it's not... That didn't even add to 100. I know somebody's going to catch me on that, but it's just so simple, right? This is not hard, it's just weird and we're not used to it, and it's not the way that we typically work. Like right there, Nyrix, I think, he had one brigade, 50k troops, super efficient. Imagine if everybody did that. The amount of troops that we would be sending in that attack would be crazy, right? But we have to make sure that we're not sending... I actually said send your highest grade hero. I made a mistake there. It was because I was trying to figure out the correlation quickly, and I was like, okay, Nyrix is doing awesome, I'm doing okay, we both have purple heroes. The thing that I wasn't realizing is, yes, we have purple heroes, but those heroes are also just happen to be probably our strongest heroes, right? Like we're leveling, we're upping their grade level, but we're also leveling them up. And now we figured it out by actually testing. Like I actually started, after this rally, started increasing my level, just level, right, from like 34 to 35, and I could see my brigade size increasing. I was like, that's what it is, it's level. So we should only look at the heroes that we have the highest levels for and send those. And if we have a lot of people, see, like right there, we're full, but all of a sudden we have 328,000 troops. So much better, right? Like check everybody how quickly they cleaned that up. Like everybody just came through and just whoop, cleaned it up as soon as we started figuring out, like, maybe it's this, maybe it's that, right? And our army strings were getting better, and people actually thought we're improving even upon that, right? Like you can see there, somebody just said, send it back. I'm going to send heroes. I just realized I didn't send like my strongest hero. So we're all trying to figure it out on the fly. I wanted to make sure I did a video on this because this is going to be important for you guys to understand. Remember, to reinforce or to attack, it is going to be based on the amount of your army size, and army size in this game is based on brigades, and brigades are, think of it as the boxes. Each box is a brigade. The box can be a hero, the box can be just a straight infantry, cavalry, whatever. Always put your heroes first and make sure that that hero has a high level. The grade doesn't matter. If you have a white hero that's level 50, he's actually going to probably be able to send more than like a hero that's level 1 and has a purple grade. You get what I'm saying? And doing it this way is actually pretty neat because you're going to be able to make sure that you're not like overextending one player over another, right? So if you look at the army strength, right now we're sitting at 353,000, almost 354,000. Huge difference from where we started, guys, right? Where we were at like what, 214k? That's huge. And there were even people that had come and they couldn't join. So I was like, okay, guys, solo afterwards. This guy that we were rallying actually was sitting on a ton of resources. So lesson to you guys, anti-scout is your friend, right? If you don't have anti-scout, we're going to know how to counter you. And if you're sitting on a lot of resources, given that this game is so... And you can see there, we just burned them. Given that this game is so tough resource-wise, like people are going to port for resources. Trust me. They're going to port for resources much more than they're willing to port for kills. So you can see there, it basically becomes like a party fest. At this point, everybody, he's zeroed. Everybody's just cleaning him out. And it's like, you know, just bleh. I hate when I see this. Just bleh, bugs me out. I don't know why. Like the whole like masses of people emptying somebody out. I don't know why. I always feel bad about that. But that's basically what everybody's doing right here. I'm basically just putting my troops to heal. And that's it. Like, we learned so much there, right? If you compare that to the first time we defended, if we had known how to defend appropriately, it would have gone a lot better, right? I don't know what the outcome would have been, but we would have known how to defend better. But that's how it is, right? When it's a new game and it has like different game mechanics, like we are learning as we go. Hopefully this was helpful to you. If you have any questions, let me know. And as usual, thank you so much for watching.